Hey viewers! While the rest of the world can go by eating wheat products like pizza, bread, and pasta just fine, a small number of people are sensitive to the gluten present in them. According to study reports, 1% of the US population is affected by celiac disease, and 6% of the population is affected by non-celiac gluten sensitivity. The symptoms of gluten intolerance can range from mild to life-threatening, which we'll discuss today. What is celiac disease, and what are the symptoms of a gluten allergy? We'll get into all of that and more. Let's get started. Let's begin with the symptoms of celiac disease. Before we start, here are a few things you need to know about celiac disease. Celiac disease is a chronic autoimmune disease that can damage the digestive system. Signs of celiac disease are shown in a variety of symptoms. Diarrhea and constipation. People with celiac disease experience diarrhea and constipation after eating gluten products and experience smelly feces caused by poor nutrient absorption. Poor nutrient absorption is due to the inflammation of the small intestine caused by gluten. Fatigue. Do you experience tiredness after you've had a full-course meal? Like in any other autoimmune disease, people with celiac disease experience regular tiredness and fatigue. Signs such as frequent diarrhea, pain, and sleep disruptions are something to look out for. Skin reactions. Your skin can indicate signs of gluten intolerance. Dermatitis herpetiformis is a blistering skin condition that's a common symptom of celiac disease. According to the studies, other skin conditions such as psoriasis, alopecia, and chronic urticaria show signs of improvement once on a gluten-free diet. Depression and anxiety. Do you regularly feel waves of sadness and hopelessness starting to impact your daily life? Or do you frequently get anxious over small things? People who experience digestive issues due to gluten intolerance are more prone to anxiety and depression than others. It's also a common symptom in those with celiac disease. Iron deficiency anemia. With celiac disease, nutrient absorption in the small intestine is difficult due to inflammation caused by gluten consumption. The inflammation will cause your body to absorb less iron from food. Studies suggest that iron deficiency can be significant in children and adults with celiac disease. Fatigue, low blood volume, dizziness, shortness of breath, weakness, pale skin, and headaches are a sign of iron deficiency anemia you might come across. Weight loss. Another factor of poor nutrient absorption can also lead to sudden weight loss. According to a study on celiac disease patients, 2/3 of patients had lost weight in 6 months. With weight loss also comes bone problems and muscle pain. Just like iron deficiency, individuals with celiac disease may find it difficult to absorb enough calcium and vitamin D, which can lead to other bone-related problems such as osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is an illness that'll weaken the bones, which usually leads to bone fractures and musculoskeletal issues that cause muscle cramps and joint and bone pain. Children with celiac disease may experience growth problems during development due to their inability to absorb nutrients. Leg or arm numbness. Another symptom of gluten intolerance is neuropathy, a condition that involves tingling and numbness of the arms and legs. This condition is also common in individuals with diabetes and vitamin B12 deficiency. Some research suggests that people with celiac disease could also be at a higher risk of developing neuropathy, which may be caused by certain antibodies present in their system. Autoimmune disorders. Celiac disease is an autoimmune condition that causes your immune system to attack your digestive system after you eat gluten and makes you prone to other autoimmune diseases such as autoimmune thyroid disease. You're more prone to celiac disease if you already have other autoimmune diseases such as type 1 diabetes, autoimmune liver diseases, and inflammatory disease. Now, let's discuss symptoms of non-celiac gluten sensitivity. As the name suggests, non-celiac gluten sensitivity is just an intolerance toward gluten. Not every gluten-sensitive person has to live with celiac disease. Let's look at its symptoms. Bloating. Do you feel like your stomach is swelling or filling up with gas right after you're eating? You may be gluten sensitive or intolerant because this is a common concern. According to a study, 87% of people with suspected non-celiac gluten sensitivity experienced bloating. With bloating, you may also be experiencing abdominal pain. It's very unusual to have frequent abdominal pain without an apparent reason. Stomach pains are the most common symptom for gluten-intolerant individuals, as 83% of gluten-intolerant people experience abdominal pain and discomfort after eating gluten. Headaches. Migraine is a common condition affecting at least 1 in 6 adults in the U.S. Headaches and migraines have different underlying causes, but when having regular episodes without any reason, that could indicate that you might be gluten intolerant. Brain fog. Are you familiar with frequent forgetfulness, difficulty in thinking, feeling of cloudiness, or experiencing mental fog? Brain fog, as it's called, is the feeling of not being able to think straight. A foggy brain is a common symptom of gluten intolerance, affecting nearly 40% of gluten-intolerant people. Although the cause of brain fog in gluten-sensitive individuals is still unknown, some believe it's due to a reaction to certain gluten-related antibodies. Like celiac disease, individuals with non-celiac gluten sensitivity can still experience diarrhea, constipation, anxiety, and depression. Lastly, we come to symptoms of wheat allergies. People often mistake wheat allergies with gluten intolerance, but these two are not the same. A wheat allergy occurs when your body produces antibodies to proteins found in wheat. While a wheat allergy is an immune reaction to wheat protein, gluten sensitivity is a reaction to gluten consumption. Let's quickly go over its symptoms. Skin rash. Like other gluten intolerance conditions, wheat allergies can cause skin conditions. Wheat allergy commonly causes hives, an itchy red and inflamed skin rash. This reaction follows a little after an allergic person eats a wheat product. Digestive issues. Those with allergies often report experiences of digestive issues such as nausea, vomiting, stomach cramps, and diarrhea. Food allergies can also trigger symptoms like bloating, pain, and ingestion. These symptoms occur when the body's immune system becomes alerted by an allergen such as wheat. Nasal congestion. Apart from digestive issues, wheat allergy can also cause sneezing, nasal congestion, and a runny nose. These symptoms are also common among people with Baker's asthma, an allergic disease caused by the inhalation of cereal flour, especially wheat flour. According to a study, nearly 89% of those who experience symptoms of Baker's asthma also reported nasal symptoms such as congestion. Anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis is a severe allergic reaction that can be life-threatening if not treated. It can trigger severe symptoms, including swelling, hives, nausea, vomiting, and difficulty breathing after exposure to an allergen. Symptoms usually begin within a few minutes of exposure and can last for as long as an hour. Treatment involves epinephrine, a medication injected directly into the skin after an allergic reaction occurs. Gluten intolerance has many symptoms, but most of the symptoms can have other underlying causes other than gluten sensitivity. It's best to seek professional help if you feel you have a gluten intolerance. Interested in learning more about your body? How can you get rid of bloating fast? Or ways to clean your gut bacteria? Let's keep the conversation going with a couple more videos, shall we? 11 ways to clean gut bacteria, or 16 ways to get rid of bloating fast. Go ahead, click on one, or better yet, watch both. Which of these symptoms have you been experiencing lately? Let us know in the comments below.